wonder if we need to turn that light on over there. I think this one's too much like on top of us. But I wonder if that light right there would be better. Yeah, that's better. Thank you. I don't think anybody's on yet. But just share this. Hello, if you're on here already. All right, let me get this share. We might need that one on too. Yeah, I think we need that one on too. Hey guys. Hi, how are y'all? You're the first one to say hey. Okay, let's get rid of that. Okay, if you're on here, let us know you're on here and say hey. Click the thumbs up, please. That would help us a lot. Share this if you'd like to. Hi, Adkins family also. And is it Stivers or Stevers?
I don't know.
They can tell us. Honest Open Permaculture, Three Musketeers. Hi. Good. Hey. Good. We got a good little crowd here started. So we'll go ahead and start. First of all, I have to say an apology because last weekend I was at an event last Saturday. Well, I went Friday and Saturday. And Stivers, like a sty in your eye. Got it. I'll remember that now. Okay. Thank you for clearing that up so I don't pronounce it wrong. So last Saturday, I always do a live stream, 9 o'clock. We have only missed it like once, maybe. Like once, maybe? Yeah, I think so. Like once. And we've been doing this for, I guess, since. And 2 weeks ago, I had the show, and it was about a 2-hour drive. 8:30, something like that night. And I immediately went and took a bath. Like, it was just a long weekend. I was in the rain and cold all day at the event. Like, it was just uncomfortable day. And so I was ready to get in the bath and just get in the bed. Well, I had already gotten in the bed, and the kids and Adam got home at like 9:15 or something like that. And I hadn't seen them in 2 days, but the first thing my daughter said, my oldest, when she walked in the door was, "Are you not going to?" I was telling everyone hello and giving hugs and kisses to everybody and getting the kids in bed because they had had a long day too. And I'm sorry we didn't get on here. I felt horrible then, but it just completely slipped my mind. Hi everybody, Boston Mountain Homestead, Art of Creation Homestead. I'm so excited you guys are here tonight. I started following us week. So, I'm familiar with some of these guys. And if I haven't, then I'm going to subscribe right after this. Watch each other's stuff and just learn and build community. I love it.
So where's everyone from?
I wonder if this has anything to do with it. Oh, Arkansas. Good.
So did you just stop that and get restarted?
I hope not. I've had, it might not. I wonder if I can. Well, if it's everybody's internet, then it's probably ours. It's probably something that's on our end.
Yeah, we've had internet problems today.
Yeah. I've been trying to get a lot of work done today too, and it was not happening.
You use your phone?
Yeah, but then I'll lose everybody.
Oh.
All right. Let me know if it gets any better. Some give me a hard time. Okay. Okay. Yes, it is. Adkins family. I just don't want to get rid of it.
Is it still buffering?
All right, y'all, let us know. If it's bad, we'll switch over to our, I'll do it on my phone. Okay. We're just going to keep talking. Y'all let us know if you're still having some troubles. People are dropping off. Okay. So we did an event last week that was really good. Let me talk about Mayberry for a second. I want to tell them what I told you because that was pretty neat. So if you're familiar with the Andy Griffith show, Andy Griffith is from North Carolina. He's from a town called Mount Airy, North Carolina. And on the Andy Griffith show, he referred to, it's called Mayberry, is where his fictional town that he lived in is. And he referred to Mount Pilot, or is that what he called it? Mm-hmm. Mount Pilot, which was kind of like a combination between Pilot Mountain, North Carolina, and Mount Airy, North Carolina, which are two very close towns. All right, you say it looks good so far, just a little blurry. Okay. Y'all please tell us if you cannot see us or hear us, or if it's really, really bad buffering, and we'll switch over to the phone. But we're just having some internet issues today. But anyway, so Andy Griffith is from, is this done or what? What the heck? For things to be not so Mayberry-ish anymore, you know, not so simple. People are not as friendly, that kind of thing. And but it was so funny. When we went to Pilot Mountain, I was by myself. I had to stay at a hotel. I had stepped back in time. It was so cool. I mean, everything looks kind of new, you know. I mean, there's all these, you know, stores and restaurants and things like that. It's not like, you know, super slow paced or anything like that. But I walked into the Dollar General, and there was a little old lady behind the counter, and she's like, "Hey, how you doing? Welcome to Dollar General." And I was like, "Oh, excuse me, you know, this really is like I would pick Mary to be." And I was so, like, it just gave me like a little bit of hope. And so accommodating for people they don't know and that kind of thing. But it was very nice. And then so it rained all during our show last weekend, but we still sold a good amount of t-shirts, and people were so excited about them, and that just made me really happy. But also after I got back, I signed up for another event in that same area. That's going to be, it's in Pinnacle, North Carolina. I actually go to Mount Airy and do a street festival in like take your picture in front of that kind of thing. So tell them about your week and everything that's been going on, and then I'll get to some questions.
Finally got called up. Got caught around here.
Yeah.
No, it's been nice. I've been working in the garden quite a bit. Planting.
Yeah.
Planting all kinds of stuff. The kids and I planted flowers. I guess we all planted lettuce stuff one day, didn't we?
Yeah.
But the kids planted their flowers that they're going to sell, hopefully. And then we planted some tomatoes and have it come up at the same, you know, while
you've been home.
Right. Which was nice. And it was green beans too, and they usually take a while, so that was nice. Spent a lot on bees, splitting them, making more potatoes, building stuff, you know. All that.
So anything else this week? We had 2 new lambs born.
Yeah.
This week. If you see us on Instagram, you probably saw a picture of our lambs or some videos of our lambs. We are still waiting on goats. I've been giving updates on our Instagram, our Insta stories too, because people people have been stopping me in town, like physically stopping me and saying, "Do you have any goats yet?" I've had that happen several times this week. Nope, we're still waiting on goats.
I don't know what the deal is.
Oh gosh, and then
they look like they're going to give birth at any moment, every day.
Yes.
For like 2 weeks.
Yes. And the other, I thought it was coming because he came in and said that Lilo, who is probably expecting twin, we would assume she's very large, and her previous owner said that she always has twins. So the lambs are adorable. Thank you. I think they're so cute. They kept me amazed. So he came in the other night. This was probably 5 or 6 nights ago, comfortable tonight. And I was like, okay, well, this is probably the night then. And so he was watching a movie with the kids, and I went out like 3 times during the evening to check on her before we went to bed. She did look uncomfortable. She kind of kept changing positions. She was laying down. She kept changing positions. She didn't get up. She just looked, oh. Okay. Thanks for joining us. Come back next week. Maybe the internet won't be so bad. But I could kind of see the goatlings, like kind of, you can see them kind of moving around or kicking and that kind of stuff. And nothing. We just knew that was going to be the night. Nothing happened. So we're like, well, surely it's the next day. Surely it's the next day. Yeah. Surely it's the next day. And here we are almost a week later, and we're still like, and she was really, I mean, her previous owners told us that she would kid almost 3 weeks ago now. Like the first week of April. Yeah, that's when she was supposed to kid. So I know she's uncomfortable, and we're just tired of waiting. So, because I'm getting a little nervous about having to help her.
I guess they cycle like sheep, like every, I think it's 17 days or something. So if she thought it was the first week of April, then maybe it is tonight.
Maybe it is tonight.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
I believe sheep are like 17 days.
I don't
something
know.
like that.
So, and I don't know if y'all watch Art and Bree, but she just delivered a goat this week, and I was like, oh my gosh. I was talking to her today. I said, oh my gosh, Bree, I don't want to do that. Please don't make me do that.
Yeah. They're going to be there on Friday.
Carolina Homesteaders meet up this North Carolina at Fletcher Park, and it's called something else too, Billmore Park or Community Park, something like that. From 7 on Friday, April 26th. And we're going to be there with several other channels just to talk to everybody, just to meet and mingle and get to know some of the people that watch our channels, and then also just to commune with Rebecca Rhodes, Megan Holler from the Holler Homestead, Jason and Lorraine. I don't know if Lorraine's still on here or not, from Sow the Land, and Land to House, which I have not met them yet, but they're going to be there also. So, and probably some other channels that we don't even know about are going to be there. So we're excited about that. If you do get to come, if you're going to be in the area of the Mother Earth News Fair, oh man. Well, I'm glad you're here and you're close to us in Charlotte, but I'm sorry that the internet's not going so well tonight. I wonder if I can get rid of this now.
I don't know.
Upload complete. Your video will be ready. I don't know. I'm about to get rid of it. All right. Let's just pretend it's not even there. Okay, maybe the live stream will be better now. Okay. So, yes. So all those channels plus some more will be there. I hope you'll make it. It's the same weekend as the Mother Earth News Fair in Asheville. So Mother Earth News Fair is Saturday and Sunday, and we're going to do our meetup Friday night. from 5 to 7 at the park
Mhm.
near the fair. So we're excited. Bring a picnic if you want to. It's from 5 to 7, so it's like dinner time. So you're welcome to bring a picnic for yourself if you'd like to. That would be great. And just come and hang out with us. So it'll be fun. Then what else we got going on? What are we doing this week? Tomorrow's Easter. Happy Easter.
Mhm. I have no idea.
He's just avoiding the fact that he has to go back to his real job this week. So, but it was so nice having him home. And yeah, I know I made a post this week about every day. We want every day to look like these days have just working together and getting our hands dirty and working towards the common goal. And that's really where we know the Lord has directed us. So one day.
Just need to do it.
Just need to do it. That's exactly right.
I've considered not going back to work.
Have you? You hadn't told me that.
That'd be nice.
Do
if
it.
I just didn't show back up.
Do it.
Yeah.
Just do it. I would totally support that.
Yeah. That's the scary part.
Oh gosh. But
I think everybody feels like this on vacation, though, don't they?
I don't know. Some people are probably ready to go back to work.
Yeah.
Some people do like love their 9 to 5s. But not you. So I have recorded a lot of videos this week and I'm trying to catch up with them. Hence why our internet's probably not doing that great tonight. We had a video uploading that was just finishing. But anyway, so we have been cutting trees down. Adam made a sheep shed that we've got. Then we've done a lot of planting like he was talking about. So we videoed that day. Was it this morning? I think, of our show from the festival last weekend in Pilot Mountain. Hi, Acres of Clay, and that sounds awesome. What kind of dessert are you making? We had a whole episode on food, but it ended up being about desserts like a few weeks ago. We just talked all about desserts, and everyone was so hungry by the time the live stream was over. I've got to make deviled eggs. That is what my mom has commissioned me to do for our dinner tomorrow night. No bake apple pie cheesecake. That sounds delicious. Adam loves cheesecake. Well, we all love cheesecake, but he really loves cheesecake. And we got to make you one. His birthday was while we were in Miami a few weeks ago. And what did we do while we were there?
Went to Chick-fil-A.
For your birthday?
Probably.
No, that's not what we did for your birthday, was it?
I don't remember.
Maybe it was, because we got milkshakes that day. And I think it was because your dad called and you said, he was telling you happy birthday, and you said you were getting birthday milkshakes or something. So we did. We went to Chick-fil-A for his birthday while we were there. But he said, maybe when we get home, y'all can make me a cheesecake. And so we haven't done that yet.
That's all right.
We need to do that. So yes, I've recorded a lot of videos this week. We've got more to record. I hope we're going to record a goat birth. I don't know about the birth, but we're going to record.
It'll be in the middle of the night.
Hay bombs to bushels. It might be in the middle of the night. Most of the time, our animals give birth while we were sleeping. It is very rare for us to be a part of that. And we don't even.
It happens so fast.
Or it happens fast, and we don't even know that it's about to happen. So it's, but our sheep do really, really well with birthing. We've only had 2 issues in 3 years of sheep and constant birthing in 3 years. We've only had 2 issues. And one was while we were not in town. We don't know if we could have helped her or not. We didn't know she was even supposed to get birthed in, but also one fairly recently, and you had to help with the birth, but we lost the baby, but the mom was fine. So and that was the one that we videoed, and we actually did, if y'all want to watch it, it was kind of cool. In our playlist was, I can't remember what I titled it, Can We Save This Baby or something like that, and it was where at the same time that this one ewe had a baby that died, Adam had to assist in that birth, and the baby actually died. There was another ewe that gave birth to twins, and she was rejecting one of them. She was feeding one and rejecting one. So Adam was like, "This might be crazy, but I'm going to try to graft this rejected lamb onto the mom that lost the baby." And they actually bonded. It took like almost a week, I think, of just like forcing them to be together, forcing her to nurse, and now they're a family. So that's a pretty cool story. Yeah. Yes, it is always hard when we lose babies. You're right. And yep, always happens at night. I don't know. I mean, I'm sure there's some sort of scientific reason for that, but just planted a lot of seeds. Good. What you been planting, David?
We've been eating a lot of salad here. We've had salad every day.
Hi, Ed. Yes. Yeah, we've been eating salad.
Asparagus and salad.
Yes. All the good stuff. The stuff that we were looking forward to having in our garden. We are, even if it's not really grown enough for us to be harvesting, we're like, baby salad. Yeah, we're still harvesting that salad because it's just too good not to. We can't just be looking at it out there and not eating it. So but anyway, I hope I'm gonna be videoing the goat birthing. It better happen this week. It just better. And we have another goat that's supposed to be due also, but she does not, like, she doesn't look like she has milk yet. So, and she's really not that big, and this would be her first baby. And we don't know if she is actually pregnant or not. So we're just going to kind of wait that one out. But the other one, we know, like, she's full. She's had milk for a while now. And didn't her previous owner say that she gets really big? Like her udders, I think you told me she said that her udders get like really big before she gives birth. Yes, baby goats. We cannot wait. We've never had baby goats either. So we've had lots and lots of sheep, but no goats. We just hope that. I'm just like scared to death. I just want them to be okay. Right. I know. Adam's like, this is not her first rodeo. She'll be good. I'm just like, don't make me have to go in after that baby, especially if you're not here.
Like, let you do it.
I was hoping it was going to happen this week while he was here. Well, tomorrow is like, I'm going to be walking her because she needs to have some babies before you go back to work.
Take her to Lowe's.
Yeah, that's always our walking spot when I'm in labor. We go to Lowe's and we walk laps around Lowe's. I'm surprised I go into Lowe's now after all those trips. Thank you. I am anxious. I really am. But it'll be okay. Whatever happens, it'll be okay. I know. Sometimes things go good. Sometimes they don't. And, it's nature. It's how it is. But Then we'll also video this coming weekend when we go to Asheville for the meetup. So we'll be videoing there some, I'm sure. And yeah, we got a lot to do this week. Our son's off of preschool. It's kind of been a weird kind of week because me and the girls were off of co-op, our homeschool co-op. So we've been doing like integrate testing and things this week. He was off, but our son was in preschool, so we're still going to school every day, taking him to preschool. And then now this week, me and the girls are back on our school schedule, and he's out. So it's just kind of a weird, and you're going back to work. So it's kind of a weird week, but it'll be good. We got lots to do, and yeah, Adam's planting new stuff every day.
Mm-hmm.
Did David say what he was planting?
Mm-hmm.
No. What you got?
Lots of seeds.
Lots. What? We want to know.
Me too, David. Lots of seeds.
Yeah, I was joking with Adam because he's like, every day he's like, what are we going to plant? We got to plant something today.
Fill up all the spaces.
Yeah, he just wakes up thinking, what are we going to plant today? Candace is going all out on strawberries this year.
Man, sounds good.
Ooh, and then you just planted every vegetable you can name.
Yeah,
that's nice. That's pretty much what he's been doing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Are we doing strawberries?
Mm-hmm.
We're not going to do strawberries. But you're preparing cantaloupe and watermelon, right?
Yeah, we have a lot of those cantaloupe and watermelons.
Which is like all our kids eat during the summertime. Like, really. I just bought our first strawberry plants last week. Awesome. I love strawberries. I'm trying to get a nice bed of lettuce going so I don't have to buy it anymore. Amen to that.
My goal this year is to have year-round lettuce. So I have to plant some every week.
I use a lot of like spinach and stuff in my smoothies every day, and so I just like refuse to buy anymore.
Yeah.
Last week or 2 weeks ago, I was just like, nope, not buying any more spinach, and we'll just use whatever we got out there. So, Yep, we're excited. It's all been really good so far that we've gotten.
Yeah, our potatoes are looking good too.
Oh, good.
They're like, I don't know, 6 or 8 inches tall.
Yeah. I know. I asked him. I used up all the store potatoes that I had tonight for supper, and I was just like, "How long till our potatoes are ready?" Because I just hate going to the store to buy vegetables when we have them growing in the garden. I'm like, can we really make it without potatoes until we?
It'll be another 2 months.
So yeah, I'll have to go get potatoes.
We can get some, but they'll be tiny.
Yeah, I'd rather just wait. Can't wait for fresh lettuce and spinach. Yep, it will taste so much better than store-bought. I know. It does, doesn't it? We're just excited that our blueberries are blooming for the first time. Oh, awesome.
Yeah, blueberries are so good.
Blueberries, I know. Travis, our 3-year-old, he said randomly today, he comes up to me outside and he goes, Mama, when the blueberries are ready, you make me a blueberry pie. I was like, yes, son, I will make you a blueberry pie. But he loves blueberries too. Yeah. We're hoping to sell blueberries this year.
Yeah, we'll be picking a ton of them.
Yeah. Adam's already been preparing me for
gallons.
He's like, I hope you're ready for these blueberries that are coming.
Yeah.
Whew. The aftertaste lettuce has from the store. I haven't bought much lettuce from the store lately. Just some spinach, but I just eat it. I really don't eat it except in my smoothies, so I can't really taste it that, I got all my seeds from So True Seeds this year. Oh yeah, that's in Asheville. Yes, blueberries are awesome. I love just dreaming up what I can do with them. I remember about about this time last year, I was doing lots of research on blueberries when we were on a trip with you when we were gone for 2 weeks. Remember that in May, the end of May, and you saying when we get home there's going to be blueberries, and so I remember being on the computer just like, oh my gosh, what am I going to do with all these blueberries? So
It's hard to pick them and not eat them.
yeah, that's true. I don't think Travis really picks any, except he just eats them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he doesn't help the cause at all. He just eats them. And you said all the blackberries are blooming right
I've seen
now.
some today. Yeah.
So
I ran out of gas on the 4-wheeler. Got to walk back, so I noticed the blackberry blooms.
How many bushes do we have?
I don't know. A couple dozen, I guess. But there's half of them have been here for like 30 years. So they're huge. They're like 10 feet
They're
tall.
like tree. They're not bushes anymore. They're trees, basically.
Huge.
Yeah. You need a ladder to get them. So, yeah. So we were so thankful for those.
Yeah.
For my father-in-law for putting those out. Because what's your favorite vegetable to grow? Oh, I had some other questions too. I can't forget about. Go ahead. What's your favorite vegetable to grow?
Man, I have no idea. Probably watermelons and cantaloupes.
Because you like to eat them.
Mm-hmm. And the kids like them.
Yeah. Those are the exciting ones. They're like, because we've never really grown those except for last year, right?
Yeah, they did really good last year.
Yeah. Hit some huge ones last year. Yeah, you ought to plant you some blueberry bushes.
Mm-hmm.
Start them now.
Yeah, they take forever.
Yeah.
I planted some 2 years ago, and they never made it. I think the sheep got hold of them.
Oh.
And the weeds.
We planted some elderberry bushes 2 years ago, right?
Yeah.
This is the second year.
Yeah.
And
this is the third year.
Is this the third year?
I think so.
Okay. So I used to make elderberry syrup. Now I buy it from a friend who uses our honey in it. But I was buying these dried elderberries, like organic dried elderberries, and they were so expensive. And I was like, we need to plant some. So we planted those 3 years ago, and they look like they're going to bear some fruit this year. So that's exciting. I'd love to use our own elderberries and stuff. That'd be nice. I'll buy some blackberries from y'all. Will you come and pick them, David? That's my question. Because I hate that part of it.
I doubt we'll really have many. I mean, it was back here where we picked last year, but there's not that many.
Really?
Yeah.
They didn't amount to much last year either, and they're just so hard to harvest.
Mm-hmm.
The birds get them. It's hard, but we do love blackberries.
Mm-hmm.
I think I've made blackberry jam one time or something, but I think that was at the old house though,
Yeah, there was tons of blackberries there.
Yeah. Cost is ridiculous and the quality is always horrible. Oh, yeah. Tried once, but cows got them.
Yeah, it's always the time of the year where the bugs are really bad. Or just starting to get bad, mosquitoes and ticks and stuff.
So we did have a couple of questions this week that we're going to try to answer. We haven't really talked about these yet, but we were asked, what is the name of our farm? And what is it?
We never answered that, did we? I think it's Apple Orchard Farms.
You think it is?
Like that, yeah.
We haven't officially named our farm.
Mm-hmm. We haven't.
That was the answer. We have not officially named our farm.
Yeah.
So, Farm Life Outfitters is sort of our umbrella to all of our business ventures.
Yeah.
And so I Farm Life Outfitters is kind of our name, I guess. But I think our farm needs a name.
Yeah, we got to do that.
We do. Do you have any suggestions? We've got some like our homeschool. I had thought about that this week. Our homeschool is called Shelter Mountain.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought about that, but
sounds good to me.
It will just hit you one day, I'm sure. It might, yeah. We named our homeschool Shelter Mountain Christian School because of Psalm 91. If you're not familiar with Psalm 91, it's pretty powerful, and we've used that the whole time that we've had kids anyways. That's something that we've prayed over our kids a lot, or if we've had any sort of protection issues or anything like that, that's been our go-to. So that's why we named it Shelter Mountain. But and also it's like, this is the Shelter Mountain, like that's actually a thing in this area.
It's not far away.
Yeah, because it was so funny, because when we first moved here, when I was getting ready to post on social media, it would give me like a location that was suggested, and it was always Shelter Mountain. And I was just like, what is Shelter Mountain? And I was like, oh, okay. So it is. Anyways.
I guess that should be our farm name.
I don't know. I like it. It's the name of our homeschool.
Yeah.
Okay. And the other question that we had was, what is our favorite animal to raise? And yours might be different than mine. I think yours is different than mine, maybe. So go. What's your favorite?
Sheep.
That's what I figured yours was. Sheep are his. What's mine?
Pigs.
Yes. We know each other so well. We need to do like a whole, like, like a newlywed, not so newlywed edition of our live stream.
Yeah.
That would be fun.
Mm-hmm. Ducks.
David.
She has a quack addiction.
A quack addiction. Yep. They wore the cutest shirts this week. They posted them on I think it was Facebook. I saw, and hers was Quack Mama and his was Quack Daddy.
Yeah.
They're matching shirts. It was cute. Psalm 91 is powerful. We always speak that over our family. We do too. I'm glad to hear you do also. Yeah, that's something that we've always just kind of clung to. So shelter is a big theme in that. And so like that. Yeah, that's what would the kids say is their favorite animals to raise?
Travis would say Charles.
That's our cat. Yeah.
Stella would say probably the rabbits. And I don't know about Sydney. After today, I don't know. Probably the goats for her.
Yeah, Sydney's a goat girl.
Mm-hmm.
And she loves Jacob, the dog. Oh, both of the girls really love the dog too.
What's the noisiest animal? Well, that's an easy one.
The guineas.
Yeah.
The guineas are the noisiest.
The guinea clowns.
Yes, the noisiest animals on our farm.
Oh my goodness.
The guineas. Probably every video that we've ever filmed has had them in the background, just because there's no way of getting them out of it. Like, they're so loud. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
And they're all sitting on nests or laying eggs and that kind of thing right now too. We see them off like kind of in pairs all the time now. Like it's like
they've taken over the neighborhood.
They really have. They visit our neighbors and eat their bugs, and
I just imagine them carrying semi-automatic rifles. That's what they act like.
That's what they act like. Are y'all familiar with guineas? Do you even know what we're talking about? Because they are the funniest creatures.
Yeah.
They really are. They come at you like they're gonna just.
They on the highway too.
Yeah.
Like little trolls coming out.
Yeah. Make you pay a toll.
Right.
Yeah. They're raptors. Yeah, that's very good. Yes. That's a very good description. They look like dinosaurs. They really do. And
they're not very smart.
They're not bright. But they like are very aware of what's going on. So even though they might not know how to deal with what's going on in the best way, they alert everybody to let them know that something is off. Like in our environment, something is off.
I mean, not so much anymore since we fenced in the property, but they were very beneficial before that.
Mm-hmm.
And we haven't had like hawks and stuff lately.
Mm-hmm.
They were beneficial for that too.
I really think our geese have helped with the hawks.
Mm-hmm.
For some reason. We lost our male geese. That's a sad thing that happened. Yeah. Was that this week or was it last week? I think it was last week. We lost our male goose. And that's really sad. But Adam's looking for a replacement for him. But yeah, before we had our perimeter fence around our farm, we had foxes and coyotes, raccoons, possum, like on the regular in our yard getting chickens and that kind of thing. But the guineas would always alert us, so we knew to be listening. Like now I block them out. Like I've kind of learned just to like let them do their thing. But back then we knew like there's a predator in the yard if we heard them cutting up. And one time, what didn't they let you know about the coyote that was right in the backyard? Like I'm pretty sure that's when he discovered there was a coyote right by our kids' playground right here in the backyard, like right off the back porch. And he shot the coyote right off the back porch because the guineas, I'm pretty sure they had alerted him to that, or we wouldn't have even known.
Usually when I heard them, I just grabbed the gun and went. Something was out there.
Yeah.
I don't know what it was.
Yeah.
So
they're good. And people keep guineas for ticks.
Mm-hmm.
They get rid of ticks and things like that. And last year we didn't have about any ticks on us.
Mm-hmm.
And that was kind of unusual for our area. I don't know if y'all have ticks real bad where you are, but right here in North Carolina, we have a bunch of ticks. Swans. Yeah, we've never had swans. Our geese were actually really nice, but they were intimidating, I think, for everything else. So, little gangster dinosaurs, yeah. Chardy, I hope I'm saying your name right. I hope you get to have your farm too. Awesome. Yeah. Who else is interesting around here? The guineas are very entertaining. Someone asked me about what animal I love to raise, and I said pigs. I said because they're entertaining. I just think the pigs are funny. They just they're living their best life every day, just eating and sleeping, basically. And we have 2 female pigs that are getting ready to give birth also, so we're waiting on them. We're expecting to see piglets any day, and they always do great. We don't ever have any issues with them giving birth. They always do it when we don't know about it either. And so, and last time, how many did we have? We had 12 total last time because they both gave birth within a couple of days of each other. One had 5 and one had 7, I believe.
Yeah.
So, pigs are great. So much personality. They really are. I love our pigs. Yeah. They are fun.
They do a lot of work for us too, killing. And right now I've got them up here rooting up all the what's it called, multiflora rose or whatever. Is that what it's called?
I don't
Wild
know.
rose bushes.
Yeah.
I just dump their feed out on top of the bushes every morning. They dig them up.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm trying to listen to you and read questions at the same time. We have a chicken that thinks she's human. That's funny. Do you guys hatch or eat quail or both? We do not. We have never. Have you ever eaten quail before? Have you?
Probably.
I've never eaten quail. But we know a lot of people that are getting into raising quail. I think David, who was on here, and his wife are looking at maybe raising some quail too. But yeah, there are a lot of people that are getting into quail these days. Yes, you did. I remember now. But do yours ever get aggressive? We have American guinea hogs. Is that what they're called?
Yeah.
And they are not aggressive, like at all. I mean, they will follow you and probably chase you down for a feed bucket, but they're not like gonna try to kill you or anything like that. Yeah. And they're pretty small as far as pigs go.
I mean, this morning I was walking around in there and they were nudging at my legs and stuff.
Yeah, like they could probably knock you down.
Yeah, they weren't gonna bite me or anything.
Yeah, they're not like vicious or anything.
Yeah. Yeah, he would knock me down if I stood still long enough.
Yeah.
But it would just be so the bucket would fall over.
Right. That's all they're after.
Yeah.
Oh, y'all, I got a funny story about our pigs. I wish I would have videoed it, but the other day we got home from somewhere. I don't remember where we had gone, but we got home and one of our big pregnant, about to give birth mama pigs named Petunia, she's my favorite. She had eaten half her feed bucket for the next day, like half of the whole.
It was
like
chicken.
The chickens. Okay, so we've got like 80 chickens that get feed, like a big bucket of feed, and she had knocked it over and eaten half of it by herself, and she was passed out in the garden, like you could not hardly budge her. It was just like she had a craving, and she got out of the electric.
It's probably because I moved the wire so I could cut that tree down, and I bet she got out
down there.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I didn't know if you had figured out where she had gotten out.
I couldn't tell, but I figured that's what happened since I moved the wire.
I was like, that was a craving.
Yeah.
She was like, I don't care if I get shocked.
Yeah.
I'm going to go eat that chicken feed right now. But she was like passed out in the garden. It was hilarious. Like we were like, Petunia, what did you do? It was like she had a hangover or something,
It was like 10 or 15 pounds of feed.
Gosh. And then he went and dumped out. Did you dump the rest of it out? You dumped something out over there.
A little bit to get her back in there.
And we looked a while later, and she's over there eating again. I was like, you cannot possibly need anything else to eat right now. You can't. Yeah. Whole picture home. Thank you so much for your question. I told her I would answer it tonight. Yes, very soon. Hopefully David's going to have some quail. Getting more for meat production. Well, that's cool. Yeah, I haven't really heard the explanation about why everyone's getting into quail. So
yeah, I don't know either. Yeah, our kids love to ride the pigs.
Our pigs, yes.
Yeah. Usually in the fall when I let them in the yard to clean up all the acorns and persimmons and stuff, that's when the kids like to ride them.
Yep.
Because they're just loose in the yard. Yeah.
These pigs are docile enough that you can definitely let your kids around them. And
when the boar's sleeping, like after we feed him and he's over there asleep, they'll just go sit on him.
And he doesn't care. It's like he's still asleep.
Yeah.
He's like,
he doesn't even move.
I mean, they're hilarious. I love our pigs. I think they're the funniest things. We used to ride pigs when I was a kid. There are some pigs that are huge. Yeah, I don't know about. I mean, I know there are some semi-friendly breeds that are bigger.
Yeah.
But they scare me a little bit when they're any bigger than ours. You know.
Yeah, I wouldn't want any bigger.
I mean, we had a Berkshire one time, and I don't know how big he was. He was pretty big, but he wasn't mean. But I still didn't trust him like I trust these. These are just like pets, really, basically. I mean, they're they're our food, but we don't raise them as pets. We raise them for food. But yeah, I'm not intimidated by them at all. Happy Easter to you too. Getting started on homesteading. I like your name. We're doing quail for the first time this year. Art of creation. That's awesome. I want to raise quail to feed our dog eventually, but we don't have a farm as of now. Okay. Well, that's interesting. Just to, for animal feed. I think it's because they have to mature quickly. So like rabbits is the quick and easy way to get meat. I'll probably just say. Okay. That makes sense. Maybe we
should try it.
Maybe we should. Yeah. We could just keep on adding, we've just got a lot going on right now.
Yeah.
Our dog is gigantic and eats a ton. What kind of dog do you have?
Ours.
Yeah. We've got a Great Pyrenees, and he's pretty big. He doesn't like eat a ton though. Like he's not like ravenous all the time or anything. He's kind of puppyish still. He's just so full of energy and he just wants to play all the time.
We thought he killed a chicken this week, but he
just wanted to play with her. Rough her up a little bit, play with her, and then let her go. Yeah. I was like, oh my gosh. But we have friends who their Great Pyrenees has killed many of their chickens before. But it's a puppy too. So I'm thinking they just pretty much want to play. I don't think they necessarily are looking for food. I don't even know how you pronounce that. He's bred for herding cattle. Wow. I don't know. I have to look him up. My lab eats the birds that get into the chicken run, but knows not to eat the chickens or quail. Well, that's good. Sometimes she just plays with them too. Yeah, I don't know how you stop that. Puppies will do that. Yeah, I don't know if it's just the fact that he's still kind of puppyish or not. I don't know. He's what? He'll be 2 he's a year and a half old, so I don't know. But anyways. You got anything else? This has been so fun, y'all. Our dog only chases roosters. Oh, that's funny. I wish ours would. Yeah, natural instinct for them. I have a 13-year-old boxer, and he will lay there and let the chickens walk. Oh, that's cute. We have some friends who bought some of our guinea hogs from us, and they ate their chickens. They ate all their laying hens. Like, I was like, oh my gosh. But they were like, but the chickens are dumb. They just sat there and let them eat them. Like they, I was like, goodness. I was not expecting that at all. Ours haven't really been around our chickens very much. But the chickens will, garden. Yeah, the chickens will, winter. Yeah, the chickens will go, oh yeah, they were around them, but they didn't try to eat them. And the chickens would sit on top of the pigs and just eat feed off of the pigs that got dropped on them. Yeah. Oh gosh, farm life is hilarious, y'all. It was nice talking to you too, Charlie. I hope you'll join us next week. Yes, it's been so fun tonight, guys, and we're going on right at an hour, so we'll probably wrap it up and talk to you guys next Saturday night at 9 o'clock. And I promise we will be here. So but thank you guys for joining us. This has been so much fun. And I'm going to go and subscribe to all of these guys that I'm not subscribed to yet. And I encourage you guys to do the same thing. So just go through the chat and see who you are not subscribed to. And that would just help everyone out so much. Thank you, David. Thank you, Bomb to Bushels. I think, is this Ed?
Yeah.
Okay. I thought I remember seeing you say that. Thank y'all for being here, and we will see you guys next week. Bye.
All right, see you.